TheorySabers.com.
How do you guys feel about the world between worlds? Do you think they should explore that more to its absolute fullest? Or do you think you got to just get away from it because it possibly breaks a whole lot of
It's
the...
time travel. Like, it just makes it cheap, you know? Like, the whole thing with Ahsoka, like, where she's alive because she got pulled out of a portal, I don't buy it. I don't believe in it in Star Wars. I think it just makes moments too cheap.
I think you could use it in an interesting way, but you'd have to use it differently than it's currently being used. So, like, there could be some reveal. Like, what if we watch this whole story and then we realized, like, it was just happening within a world between world or something? Like, there could be a cool way to do it. But yeah, I mean, I do think, so Dave doesn't see it as time travel, you know, which is weird, because it is.
It's like, you can't change events in there. It's like, well, you can.
Yeah, I think his argument is, if you did change anything, all of reality would be destroyed. Now, there's a possibility that what he's playing on is actually from the EU stuff with the Celestials and the portals that were made across the universe by, I forget, it was like the ones basically in some of their progeny that had created those portals. And so, like, there could have been something there. I actually still have this theory that Dave is cooking in some of that old EU stuff. So, like, I think the Purrgil could actually be Yuuzhan Vong scout ships, because some of the scout ships look similar, and there's some drawings that Dave did back in the day of Yuuzhan Vong scout ships that look exactly like the Purrgil, actually. And then one of the other things that's interesting is when they were writing Abeloth in the books, Dave was creating the Mortis arc on the Clone Wars. And he actually worked with the authors outside of the scope of Lucasfilm, was just working with the authors, which is actually how a lot of the EU came together, because it wasn't like officially a canon. Some of these guys would literally just meet and talk and like we're doing, and then they'd write it and it was the EU. But anyway, he actually was creating something similar to the Mother as they were developing the Mother in those books. So then they all get together and they figure that out so that it works the same way. So technically speaking, Abeloth was created in part by Filoni when he was making Mortis. So there's a possibility that all of that stuff is something he wants to pull together in some wide grand vision, or maybe I'm just fanboy dreaming, I'm not sure.
Well, I think he's going to bring her in to Peridea.
I think so too.
Yeah, so good.
Yeah, I think so
Which
too.
would be neat.
It would be so cool. It'd be the coolest shit they have going on.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, well.